Can a vegan diet help you reverse your Hashimoto's, or could it harm it and could it make it worse? This is exactly what we're exploring in my video today, so let's get started. Hey, Julia Talbot here, and together with my husband Paul Talbot, we are certified holistic nutritionists at rossumhealthy.com, helping you create healthy hormones, healthy weight, healthy body, and the life of your dreams naturally. Before we dive into our video today, remember to subscribe and hit the bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. So, if you've got Hashimoto's thyroiditis and you are searching for alternative ways of helping you restore it, could a vegan diet help you take you forward? Or could it be something that can make your condition worse? Now, first, let's talk about a vegan diet. There isn't really such a thing as a vegan diet. There are vegan diets, and they range from totally processed, totally junk food vegan diet that can harm your body through to a really healthy version of it, especially if it's based on a lot of raw foods that can help you restore your body and reverse a lot of health challenges. And there is a big range. There is a big in between. Totally unhealthy and very healthy are many different approaches that you can use, and some of them can actually make your Hashimoto's condition worse. So let me give you an example. If your vegan diet is based upon lots of fried food, lots of junk food, lots of soy products, lots and lots of processed grain, and lots of heavy, fatty, unhealthy foods, that can make your Hashimoto's worse. It can actually cause more inflammation in your body, especially if you are having unhealthy levels of omega-6 to 3 and too much processed oils and too much processed food and too much fried food and so forth, too much soy. That's really high in omega-6. That can cause inflammation in your body. If you've got Hashimoto's, one of the biggest priorities for you, because you already got inflammation in your body, is to not cause more inflammation and to start eating anti-inflammatory diet that's going to help you reduce inflammation and then help you reverse or send your Hashimoto's into remission. Okay, so I have a question for you. Do you have Hashimoto's, and have you tried a vegan approach? Has it helped you? Has it not helped you? Is it something that perhaps you felt your best on, but you couldn't sustain it long term? Let me know in the comment section. Now, personally, I didn't know that I had Hashimoto's until I started to look deeper into hypothyroidism, and until I understood that about 80 to 90% of hypothyroidism cases are actually due to Hashimoto. So Hashimoto's being an autoimmune disease, right? And that starts to cause hypothyroidism. And by then, I was already 4 years into a raw foods lifestyle. So I was eating raw foods. I had to heal my body. I had a lot of adrenal fatigue. I had a lot of candida to address. I had a lot of challenges that I had to overcome. And raw foods lifestyle is something that resonated with my body straight away, so especially food-based raw foods lifestyle. And then about 3 to 4 years into me following this plan, I went to test myself for Hashimoto's. That's when it clicked. That's when I realized that, hey, you know what, there's another condition that could be the cause of my hypothyroidism. And when I tested my antibodies, they were high. And this is when I realized, okay, there's more work that I need to do here. So when thinking about your Hashimoto's, and I'm going to come back to the vegan diets, no worries. So when thinking about your Hashimoto's, understand that a diet is one of the components that can help you restore it, but it's not the only component. And a lot of it is to do with addressing that underlying cause of your Hashimoto's. So what is that underlying cause? For a lot of people, it is going to be their diet. And for a lot of people, it's also going to do with their gut health. It's also going to do with dysbiosis, gut dysbiosis. It's also got to do with pathogens and bacteria and viruses that they have not yet addressed. And as well as addressing the diet, they also need to address other aspects. They need to look into their liver health. They need to reverse inflammation in their body. So as well as addressing your diet, you also need to understand what are the other root causes that you need to address in order for you to restore your Hashimoto's. So then going back to the question of a vegan diet, can it help you reverse it? Well, the answer is again yes and no. And it depends on a lot of things. Unfortunately, when it comes to nutrition, there isn't a straightforward answer because everyone is different. Every condition is different. Every root cause is going to be slightly different. Every body is going to be different. And then based upon that, that's how when we work with our clients, that's how we create personalized individual plans based on their body, based on their symptoms, based on their blood work and so forth. So these are all the things that you must take into consideration. At the same time, talking about the vegan diet, there are certain things that can make your Hashimoto's worse, and that is eating a lot of soy products. That is eating processed junk, vegan food, fake meats and fake like this and that, and alternative fake, even fake gluten-free breads, even gluten-free grains, even quinoa, even like innocent brown rice and even legumes can still trigger Hashimoto's in some people. I'm being one of the examples. So you need to understand your body more and understand what are the foods that make you react. And how do you do that? Well, you switch to a certain lifestyle plan for 3 months. And then about 3 to 6 months later, you go and test your antibodies. Have they gone down? Well, if they have, then obviously what you are doing is working for your body. So when I discovered that I had high antibodies on a raw vegan diet and made further changes, I did a lot of gut cleanse and gut healing work. I did a lot of other things that I've tweaked in my diet and lifestyle. When I went to test my antibodies again, I sent my Hashimoto's into remission. So that was a great news and obviously an indicator that what I was doing was now finally working for me. So combined with the diet, combined with various other aspects that I implemented, that's something that helped me send Hashimoto's into remission. So do you need to switch to the vegan diet? Yes, and the science supports that as well. The science supports that a vegan diet can help people prevent chronic diseases and can help actually prevent hypothyroidism and reverse hypothyroidism. So we've got science to prove that. And at the same time, you want to switch to the healthiest version of the vegan diet. So a lot of your diet coming from fruit, which is not going to cause autoimmunity, like grains, for example, versus grains and legumes, which might trigger Hashimoto's in some people. I'm not saying everyone, but might in some people. So that's where individual differences come in. And so basing it up on a large amounts of fruit, so fruit-based lifestyle, and then including whole plant foods in their natural form as much as possible, and preparing your food and really making it wholesome, and then looking after your omega-3 to 6 balance and looking after your nutrients and making sure that you're not bumping into deficiencies like vitamin B12 and vitamin D and iron, which is so important also for converting T4 into active T3 in your liver. So you need, you need good levels of nutrients in your body. And all these things can totally be achieved with the help of a vegan diet for as long as you are following the right vegan diet approach. And just to give you an example of some of the clients we've helped with Hashimoto's, Nidia came to us. She was already on a healthy diet, but she had constipation, which is quite a common symptom with Hashimoto's. And she had Hashimoto's symptoms as well, fatigue and so forth. And in a matter of just a few weeks, all of her symptoms were reversed and she was feeling amazing. And then another client of ours, Leave, actually reversed her high thyroid antibodies completely when we work together. So this diet is proven to work on people. And I'm going to pop a link to our client results in the description section if you want to explore just the most incredible transformations and how people were able to recover in just weeks. So all these things can happen when you have the right approach, when you have the right guidance, and when you have the right support in place. And I know that restoring Hashimoto's is a very complex approach. And it's the approach, it's the condition that we specialize in, one of the conditions that we specialize in, along with hypothyroidism and along with other hormonal imbalances and gut issues and fatigue. And if you would like to discover the 5 steps that our clients are using today, right now, and they've used it for years to help them reverse Hashimoto's, to help them reverse hormonal imbalances and other symptoms, then do sign up to a free masterclass at rossomhealthy.com/webinar. Go and grab your free spot. Thousands of people have watched it already, and I promise there's going to be a huge game changer for you. So grab your free spot there. Thank you so much for joining me for this video, and I'm going to link this video to another video where Nidea is going to share her Hashimoto's journey and how she was able to reverse her Hashimoto's symptoms in just weeks and get her life back. So I'll see you in the next video.